Hello and welcome back to another DIY video. Before we get started, make sure you give me that thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel in the bottom right hand corner, and we will get started on my 2014 Audi Q5 here in just a moment. This is the 3-liter supercharged iteration. We are doing an oil change. Let's get started. Alright, so before we get started, you want to make sure you get your car up to operating temperature, of course. I personally like to use wheel ramps for this oil change. It gives me plenty of access. But pop your hood, it's on the driver's side door. Coming in from the driver's side. Right there. Let's go to the front. From the front, lever right there, give it a push. Should have plenty of access. So from the top right here, your oil fill cap is right there. You want to obviously loosen it up. Ooh, it's hot. Get some good airflow going in. Put this off to the side. And this right here is going to be your oil filter hauser canister. I don't know what size that is. I believe that's a 36, but we'll find out here in just a moment. Alright, so the oil I'm going to go with is going to be the 0W40, fully synthetic. The manual calls for a 5W40 if it's available. I'm sorry, 5W40 is the OEM, but I like the 0W40 because I can pick this up from Walmart on sale, super cheap. This is the oil filter. That's the part number. And I'm going to be replacing the oil drain bolt with this magnetic bolt right here. But we'll get to that here in a moment. Next, from the front of the car, going right here towards the bottom. Let me position the camera. Get a flat blade screwdriver like this. Next, you can take a Torx 25 and just follow this bumper or this cover all the way around. You're going to remove all of these Torx 25s all around. It's quite a bit of them. All of them off, along this bottom. All of them have to come off. Alright, so once you get all those fasteners off, this comes right off. That's your oil pan. Alright, so your drain bolt, let me zoom in. It's right there. That is a Torx 45. One moment. Doesn't feel very tight at all. Let that drain out for a little bit. It's super hot, so be careful. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let that drain out. Let's go up to the top. We can check out the two different bolts. You'll see, again, I'm gonna be upgrading mine. They are the same size, but my new one right here is not gonna be utilizing a Torx, like the OEM one, and it has a magnet on it. Alright, so while we wait for that to drain, I'm going to go ahead and post this up right here and remove that oil filter. Okay. Again, this right here is a 36 millimeter, so pretty big. All right. I feel like it feels like it was torqued on there. All right. Crack that open, let some air get in there. I'll pull it out in a moment. It's still dripping. All right, get that off to the side. Alright, so what I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to make sure that there's not a rubber gasket stuck on here. It should be on the housing, but it's been a while since I've done it on this car. I don't think it's on there. Alright, let's go back down here. Alright, so that's what that looks like right there. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, see what's in it. So I kind of know what washers are required, or gaskets I mean. One and two. Okay, two gaskets. Let me look at that right here. See what goes where. Okay, so just got it dirty. Pull this out. Oh, I see. There's actually a rubber gasket inside here. That's what the instructions say right there. So get your pliers, pull out the rubber gasket, and then replace it with the new one. I assume this O-ring goes on where we pulled this off. So make sure you follow that. Alright, so I'm just kind of following this orientation. It looks like there's a little tab right there. That tab is facing downward. So let me get my light here. Might be hard for you to see in the frame. Nope, this one's out of batteries. Alright, so let's see. It's gonna be hard for you to see, but there is a tab right here. Okay, and replace it with your new one. What I'm doing, I'm just checking to see if there's any additional rubber grommets or anything. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, just put some oil on here. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall it, make sure it seats in here properly. Again, that little tab should be facing up towards you. Perfect. You can kind of tell when it seats too, because it fits into that groove. All right, got that in there. Go ahead and get this bad boy right back on. Make sure it clicks. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure this means that this O-ring goes on back onto that housing up top. So make sure you pull the old one off, lubricate this, just give us a nice layer of oil, and then reinstall it. Alright, so back up to the top. Alright, so I am back up to the top. There is indeed a little O-ring right here. Where my pick is, you can kind of see it, me lifting it up. Right there. So take the old one off and put the new one on. But I'll have to put the camera down because I don't want to drop anything. Alright. and tighten that up to spec. I don't know what the torque value on it is. I think it's 5 Newton meters on there on the cap, but I usually just do mine tight enough, honestly. Your choice though. Alright, so it's still draining. I'm about to put my new drain bolt back in. This new one is a 17 millimeter bit. I don't know what the torque value is on it, so I'm actually looking online right now. So if you know, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it hand tight, or probably right at like 15 or 18 foot-pounds. After I'm done with that, obviously I'm going to go ahead and put in 7.2 quarts of motor oil, and then you should be pretty much good to go. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel in the bottom right hand corner, and I will see you on the next one.